Well, hi, everybody, and joining me right now is Dr. John Duff, the chair of the College of Computer IT at St. Petersburg College. I'll bet you we're going to talk about computers.
You bet. Sure.
Doctor, thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
Good. We're going to talk about cybersecurity. So let's start out with a definition of what cybersecurity is.
Well, I would define it as cybersecurity is protecting the information resources of an organization. So that's protecting our information, whether it's in transit, at rest, or being processed programmatically.
And that's getting to be more and more difficult, isn't it?
It certainly is.
As we get more and more complicated.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about qualifications. If somebody wanted to get into cybersecurity, what would they have to have?
Well, in the world today, technology is complex, so someone would need to have an understanding of the basic technologies, networking technologies, as well as the technologies that have been developed to add a layer of security to our on top of our information resources. So they need education. There are industry certifications as well that qualified people should be attempting to attain, but also people, security is a matter of policy, people, and technology. And sometimes the technology is the easiest portion of that triangle to manage. So folks need to learn about the technologies. They need a technical foundation, but they also need some people skills and communication skills, because we're going to be writing policies. We're going to be dealing with people who manage technology. So it's a combination of skills.
But somebody that comes out of high school, if they love computers, St. Petersburg College the place to come for these courses?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have 3 different offerings in cybersecurity within the College of Computer and Information Technology. We have a cybersecurity certificate. That's where folks can start. If they've completed that, that can bridge into an AS degree in cybersecurity. And then when they've completed that, that can bridge into a bachelor's degree program that includes a cybersecurity sub-plan that deals more with management issues. And I will say that in the lower division courses, the certificate and the associate's degree map to industry certifications. So students are able to sit for an A+ exam, which is a security, A+ Security Plus, and a certified ethical hacker exam, among others, that allow them to
certified ethical hacker?
Yes.
That's the name of it.
It's interesting. It absolutely is.
What is that?
Well, it's all about, there's red team, blue team, as they discuss in cybersecurity, and one of those teams needs to understand how the others go about their business. So certified ethical hacking is me attempting to penetrate your defenses, and in doing so, identify vulnerabilities that you need to address.
Wouldn't that be, I think that would just be such a cool title. What do you do? I'm a certified hacker.
A CEH, yes.
Okay, so are these 2-year courses, 4-year courses? What's the least amount of education you would need to find a job out of here?
Well, a certificate is roughly 6 courses. So that's a starting point, and students have been able to get a job with that qualification, but it depends a bit on your experience level as well. We have a diverse student body, so some students come to us with IT experience. With no IT experience, probably need to move on through to an associate's degree, and that's going to take roughly 2 years.
Now, I know that a lot of companies have their own protocols, as you mentioned, in terms of hiring IT people, because they oftentimes are very specific in their industry, and they may provide additional training for that IT person once they hire him.
Absolutely, and most do that. In our AS degree programs, it's a very important distinguishing feature of our programs is that all of our students need to do an internship. So in the AS programs, they are going to get industry experience. They're going to spend roughly 160 hours working with a local business, so that they're getting some experience while they're finishing the degree. So that's a requirement, and many of those turn into full-time engagement with a company after they've spent some time there as an intern, because as you're right, you need to be socialized into the organization. You need to understand how things are done, and of course when we're talking about security, there are some things that you only know once you're an employee of an organization.
And let's talk about the need. You have some statistics on how bad the Tampa Bay area needs tech people particularly? Yeah,
absolutely. It's astounding the need and the projected growth in the cybersecurity area. Right now there are something like 13,000 openings in Florida, roughly. And nationally they're projecting we need 1.8 million cybersecurity professionals by the year 2022. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's 1.8 million job openings, but that means we need that many people
to fill them.
So it's something like a 26 to 28% growth rate over those years.
Yeah.
So the demand is significant.
If you're a student and you want to take this course, would it be good to come to something like this just to find out this is what the professionals are doing?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And how much money do they make? I'm sorry that we haven't got much time, but generally, how much can they make in IT?
Well, you know, starting in the security business, you're going to start anywhere between 40 and 80,000 actually, depending again on your experience level. This is a field in high demand. So some of the entry-level jobs are actually advertised up into the 80s.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So there's opportunity here.
And St. Pete College is uniquely qualified to provide these kind of courses to get these kids or young people jump-started in this profession.
Absolutely. Whether they're young or whether they're restarting a career, we've got students of all ages in these programs.
Even my age, restarting their career?
Oh, absolutely. We can do it, Al.
Me and IT? Don't trust a computer if you're around me, folks.
We'll take on that challenge.
And IT, great stuff. Thank you for stopping by, Doctor.
Well, absolutely. Appreciate the opportunity. Thanks.